Looks like Trey Gustin not able to get an engine change complete. Brent Marks making the field as the first alternate as we go green. Into turn one, Craig Kinzer grabs the early lead. Down the backstretch, running in the second spot. It's the two of Shane Stewart, big slide job. Kinzer turns it underneath him. They'll go side by side, and Shane Stewart leads the opening lap. Shane Stewart with a big slide job in turn 3 and 4 to take the lead, and Shane Stewart pulling away in the GoPro number 2. Blaney now ducks down into turn number 1, tries to slide up in front of Joey Saldana, but not enough room for the slide job to work. Blaney stays with the Wonder Equipment 71M down the backstretch. Another slide job coming up in 3 and 4. This time, they'll stay side by side. Joey Saldana and Dale Blaney racing side by side for third. Saldana has the momentum on the top of the racetrack. Stewart begins working traffic. Brent Marks and Jason Sides both go a lap down. Shane Stewart right up against the wall in turns 1 and 2. Now back to the bottom of the speedway in 3 and 4. Puts a lap on the 53 of Christopher Bell. Closes in on Travis Philo. Shane Stewart having his way with the field early on here at the Eldora Speedway. 8 laps in the books, 22 laps remaining. Dale Blaney down low into 3 and 4. Slides up in front of Craig Kinzer. Dale Blaney will take the second spot. Craig Kinzer running third. Joey Saldana fourth. Paul McMahon in fifth. Blaney is very fast on the bottom of the speedway in 1 and 2. Blaney catching up with Shane Stewart. Both drivers work the low side of the speedway in 3 and 4. Shane Stewart's lead is gone. Dale Blaney right behind him. They work into 1 and 2. Blaney down low. Shane Stewart on the cushion. Stewart gets by another slower car. Puts Brandon Wimmer a lap down. Now closing in on Travis Philo. Stewart slides up in front of Philo. Blaney trying to get to the cushion out of turn 4. Blaney dealing with Travis Philo. Sammy Swindell about to go a lap down to race leader Shane Stewart. Halfway home, 15 laps down, 15 to go. Shane Stewart's lead now back up to a second and a half over Dale Blaney. Blaney having trouble getting by the number 1 of Sammy Swindell. Kerry Madsen and Paul McMahon going at it now, racing for the 6th spot. Madsen has it with Donnie Schultz right behind both of them. Car slowing into turn 3 and 4. It's David Gravel. Gravel off the pace. Kerry Madsen spins to avoid contact, but keeps the engine fired, and he'll get his spot back. Back underway. Shane Stewart leading into 1 and 2. Dale Blaney on the bottom. Joey Saldana on the high side. Saldana around the outside of Blaney. Joey Saldana up to second in the 71M. Blaney back to the bottom in 3 and 4, coming after Saldana. Saldana all over the 2 of Shane Stewart. Stewart and Saldana, nose to tail out of turn 2. Stewart pulls away by 4 car lengths. Paul McMahon to the inside of Craig Kinzer. McMahon now up to 4th. Brent Marks, Trey Starks, and Christopher Bell right in front of the leader. Stewart had to get off the throttle for a moment. Now goes to the middle of the speedway. A great move to split all 3 cars, and in one fell swoop. Shane Stewart gets by Brent Marks, Christopher Bell, and Trey Starks. That may have been the winning move right there. Impressive stuff for the driver of the Larson Marks Racing number 2. Now Paul McMahon to the inside of Joey Saldana. They race for second, just now dealing with the slower traffic out of turn 4. Stewart to the inside, another big move to split Travis Philo and Jason Sides. We've got 2 to go. Joey Saldana trying desperately to catch back up with Shane Stewart. But time is running out. The white flag is displayed. There's a half a mile to go. Shane Stewart puts the right rear on the cushion, up over the cushion into turn 2 and down the backstretch for the final time. First Outlaw start of the season, first win of the season. Shane Stewart gets the job done at Eldora. Second will go to Joey Saldana. Third to Paul McMahon. Finishing 4th, it'll be Kerry Madsen and Dale Blaney in 5th.
This is such a surreal. Sorry.
You're all right. We'll give you a moment to catch your breath.
It's been quite a roller coaster for me the last couple years, and it was a tough decision to come here. And I had a couple good offers on the table, and man, thank God I picked this one up. I can't thank Kyle enough for believing in me, first of all. And can't thank Justin enough, and and a lot of trust was on Kyle, and Kyle picked me and he picked Steve, and so far it's been a pretty good combination, and I know we're gonna have our bumps and bruises, but to come here and win with the field of cars that are here, just could not think enough about all my guys. My car honestly was on a rail the whole night, and with the caution, with Dale lining up behind me and Joey, or Dale beside me, Joey behind me, you just don't really know where to go on the start. And I thought, I've been getting really good starts on the top, so I'm just going to stick to my guns, and it paid off.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is showtime. No stranger to danger, Paul Pardo jumps out to the early lead. 3 wide, 4 wide momentarily for the second spot. Coming off the second corner, Chris Douglas in 82, Jeff Cause in 16, Tony Anderson in 22T. They fan out 3 wide through the corner. It's Anderson on the bottom, Douglas on the top, Jeff Cause the mean of the sandwich. They stay 3 wide for the second spot. Around turns 1 and 2, and while this is going on, that's allowing the 410 of Paul Pardo to pull away from the field. Those two drivers went at it tooth and nail in the heat race, and much like in that heat race, Cause is going to try to find a way to the outside. He'll move that car up into the second spot, shuffle Chris Douglas back to third. Side by side now for the fourth position as Nick Bowers looks down to the inside of Tony Anderson. As Bowers at 25, Anderson in the 22. Pardo, the stars may finally align, and things may hold together for the driver of the 410. Cause second, a whale of a battle back there for that third spot. Tony Anderson continues to work the inside of the Speedway in an effort to get by the 82 at Chris Douglas, but just cannot find a pass. Directly in front of him, though, the 7 of Dan Wooten is off the pace, and he cannot fall into the infield pit area. We'll see if Wooten is able to nurse that car. Back across the racetrack, and a caution will come out as the drive shaft has come out of the one off of Kenny Brady Jr., and it may have just been hit by a couple drivers. Tough break for the one off of Kenny Brady Jr., and that is going to change the final 3 laps of this stock car feature. Green flag is out, and we're back underway. A good restart for Paul Pardo. Anderson resuming his battle with Chris Douglas for second. Meanwhile, Nick Bowers falls to the 0-1 of Ernie Woodard. Move Woodard up into the 5th position. Paul Pardo, your race leader, 2 laps to go. Jeff Cause second, Chris Douglas third, Tony Anderson fourth, and now Ernie Woodard rounds out the top 5. Pardo has flirted with victory this year, but it hasn't held together. Can he hold on for one more lap? The New Paris, Ohio driver into turn 3, off of turn 4 for the final time. Your stock car feature winner, no stranger to danger, Paul Pardo.